They were once the envy of millions. A digital fairy tale. Kristy and Desmond Scott, a power couple with 6 million followers, an empire built on shared dreams, sponsored posts, and undeniable charisma. Then, in what felt like the blink of an eye, it all came crashing down. This isn't just a divorce, it's a calculated act of war, meticulously waged in the brutal arena of social media. Kristy Scott, armed with undeniable proof, unleashed a storm designed to leave Desmond with nothing. No money. No brand. No reputation. But how did this picture-perfect love story unravel so catastrophically? What shocking betrayals ignited this inferno, and what precise, ruthless moves did Kristy make to ensure Desmond's total downfall? The truth is far messier, and far more strategic, than you can possibly imagine. Prepare for a deep dive into the digital divorce that redefined retribution. Before the storm, there was the rain. Kristy and Desmond Scott weren't just an influencer couple, they were a meticulously crafted brand. Their journey began like many others, humble beginnings, shared passions, and a camera. But their chemistry, their aspirational lifestyle, and their seemingly authentic connection quickly resonated. They built an undeniable empire on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, accumulating over 6 million devoted followers who tuned in daily for their relationship updates, their opulent travel vlogs, and their seemingly perfect life. Their combined influence generated massive income through brand deals, merchandise, and ad revenue, solidifying them as a true force in the digital world. Fans saw them as #relationship goals, a testament that love could conquer all, even online fame. But beneath that polished, perfect facade, cracks were forming, subtle at first, then widening into an abyss, leading to a public implosion so swift and brutal, few could have predicted its scale. The carefully constructed illusion shattered without warning. The bombshell dropped swiftly, not with a quiet whimper, but with the explosive force of a carefully timed detonation. Divorce papers were filed, and what normally would be a deeply private, agonizing affair quickly became a public spectacle, orchestrated with chilling precision. Kristy Scott wasted no time. Within mere hours of legal documents being submitted, she made her first decisive move, publicly citing infidelity in the divorce filing. This wasn't just a standard legal maneuver to expedite proceedings, it was a deliberate, strategic declaration. It immediately cast Desmond in the most damning light possible, painting him as the betrayer, and strategically setting the stage for the systematic dismantling of his entire public image. The narrative, from that moment on, was crystal clear. This was not an amicable separation. This was a direct, public accusation, and it served as the opening salvo in a very personal, very public war of retribution. But merely citing infidelity was only the prelude to Kristy's calculated campaign. Her next move demonstrated an ice-cold strategic mind, systematically dismantling every vestige of their shared digital empire. This wasn't just about archiving old photos, it was about erasing their entire joint digital footprint. Shared YouTube channels, joint Instagram accounts, collaborative TikToks, all were either seized, locked down, or scrubbed clean of Desmond's presence. This wasn't merely personal, it was a devastating blow to his professional lifeline, severing his access to their combined brand capital and immediately impacting his direct income streams. And then came the true knockout blow. Kristy began to systematically and methodically release what she claimed was undeniable proof of Desmond's alleged cheating. This wasn't vague speculation or hearsay. We're talking about a digital evidence locker, leaked DM screenshots with other individuals, suspicious hotel bookings and travel itineraries, even carefully redacted financial statements hinting at secret expenditures. It was a forensic-level digital excavation, meticulously exposing every alleged transgression, designed with one goal: to leave absolutely no doubt in the minds of their 6 million followers, and potentially future business partners, about Desmond's guilt. This was public shaming as a weapon, wielded with surgical precision. The impact on Desmond Scott was immediate, brutal, and perhaps irreparable. Once half of an unstoppable influencer duo, he found himself in digital exile. With joint content and lucrative brand collaborations gone, his personal brand, once synonymous with aspirational success, now became irrevocably linked to infidelity and scandal. Sponsorships, which are the lifeblood of many influencers, undoubtedly vanished overnight. Collaboration opportunities with other creators or major brands, once abundant, would now likely evaporate, as companies scrambled to distance themselves from controversy. His standing with his massive, once devoted following was not just compromised, it was shattered, replaced by condemnation and ridicule. Kristy's strategy aimed for nothing less than total annihilation, to systematically leave Desmond with nothing: no substantial income, no credible brand, and effectively, no viable reputation in the very digital world where he had painstakingly built his entire career. It was a public execution of an online persona. This isn't merely a dramatic breakup, it's a profound case study in the weaponization of personal lives within the relentless glare of the social media age. While many might instinctively cheer Kristy for her decisive, and some would say, justified, actions in the face of betrayal, this saga compels us to ask uncomfortable, yet crucial, ethical questions. How far is too far when a private grievance spills into the public domain? What are the long-term, perhaps unforeseen, consequences of such a public shaming campaign, even if the allegations are proven true? Where is the line between seeking justice and engaging in a digital character assassination? This incident starkly reveals the unique vulnerabilities inherent in influencer empires built on the illusion of perfect relationships. The line between personal grievance and calculated, public destruction becomes terrifyingly blurred, especially when millions of voyeuristic eyes are watching and when livelihoods are at stake. It forces us to confront the true cost of living a life entirely online. The Kristy Scott and Desmond Scott divorce drama serves as a stark, chilling reminder of the unique vulnerabilities and brutal consequences that play out within the influencer ecosystem. In a world where personal lives are relentlessly curated and become public currency, a breakup can quickly escalate into a full-blown war for reputation, relevance, and livelihood. Was Kristy's meticulously executed strategy justified given the alleged infidelity and betrayal? Or did she cross an ethical line in her pursuit of retribution, potentially setting a dangerous precedent for future public splits? We want to hear your unfiltered thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. Was this fair play, or an act of digital warfare with too high a cost? Join the conversation. And if you want to stay ahead of the wave on all the latest drama, untangle the messiest celebrity stories, and uncover the untold truths, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive.